Okay, welcome to this short WP Local Biz video, which is going to be a walkthrough on the main sections and functions of the WP Local Biz theme as you look at it from the front home page. And in fact, we've got 6 main areas. We've got the header, which is this area here, incorporates the upper banner. And it incorporates the actual headline and the sub-headline. And then we've got the, these aren't necessarily in order, but another area is the testimonial box here, which we'll go through in another video. Then the main featured panel here, which can feature static images, it can feature a rotating gallery, it can feature video. And on the right hand side here, we've got this section here, which is the call to action opt-in box. There's 3 sections to that: the call to action red down arrow, and then the text at the top, and then down here you can put an opt-in form or an image that could link to an opt-in form or wherever. And then down the bottom, of course, we've got underneath the featured panel, we've got this featured panel text area here, and we've got the footer, and the footer's got, of course, the navigation here, including the new H card, which when you scroll over brings up the H card in a fancy box, a light box. We'll go over that a little bit later on. And the footer site accreditations down the bottom, and then the phone number. But for this particular video, what we're going to be going through and taking you through as a guide is the header section here. So basically it's how to set the upper banner text and the main headline, the subheadline, because as of version 1.3.1, a couple of versions ago, we introduced this jQuery special font, so that you can type in basically whatever you want in your headline or in your banner, and have special effects. Like at the moment we've got an outline and shadow. You can have outline only, shadow only. You can even have mirrored effect if you want to. And that gives you a graphic header effect, but simply by typing in the text that you want and clicking the button, it's all done. You can, of course, as an option, upload a graphic banner for the header, but that's entirely optional. Okay, so let's just get started with this. Okay, so here we are in the back end, and this is the WP Local Biz Control panel. That's a function of your WP Local Biz plugin. Once you've installed that and activated it, what you'll get when you come to the settings section, and how to get there is just click on the WP admin settings. My menu here is horizontally across the top. You might have your menu down the left hand side, but basically everything's all the same here. So settings, I go to WP Local Biz, which I've got, and that's what you get here. Now, this confuses some people. They look at this and say, well, you know, where's all the controls? And then when they scroll over, it says click here, but there's no mouse, no call out saying, you know, click here. That's because the jQuery controlled and not HTML controlled. So we might change that in another version, make it a little bit even more obvious. But where it says click here, you click here, and of course it opens up. Okay, so this controls the header. We're using the Aqua theme at the moment. This is the text for the very top thin banner that you saw before. That's, where are we? That's in this area here. Local Biz Online Consultants. We will flood your business with internet customers. That's what's written in here. Okay, so whatever you type in there, and it is case sensitive and HTML enabled, so you can create links to text in there if you want to. Okay, and then the text effect for the very top thin banner, that's this one here. It's outline. At the moment we've got an outline effect of maroon color. It's a bit hard to see. If I just amplify this a little bit, just blow that up, pressing Control and plus, you can see that we've got an outline of a maroon color around the actual text itself. And interestingly enough, if I keep amplifying that, you'll see just how crisp and clear this text is, both for the banner and both for the headline. So it's very, very good quality indeed. Now, if I just press Control 0, I'll go back to the original size. Okay, and so yeah, here we are in the back end here, and we've got maroon. The text font for the very top thin banner, we can play around with that. Platino linotype is what we've gone for, and the main text for the header, which is local biz online consultants. That's this one that you see here, and you can type in whatever you want. For instance, if I wanted to, just change that just for the sake of it and press save, we go back, have a look and refresh the page, and that will be refreshed. I hope it's not too long for the header. Okay, yeah, see, there we go, local biz online consultants. Oh yeah. So you can basically have whatever headline, whatever text you want to use in there, just go ahead and use that. So we're going to change that, of course. We don't want that in there, but okay, next time we refresh the page. Okay, and at the moment we've got the special effect as the outline and shadow. I could have just outline, okay, and we'll save the changes, and we come back here, and when we refresh this time, the oh yeah should have gone, and the shadow should have gone, but the outline should stay. And that's exactly what's happened. We've just got a nice crisp outline now. Okay, so you're getting the idea of this, I think. And if I wanted to just change that to just shadow, I could change it to just shadow, and again I'm just going to get a nice dark shadow. It's more of a subtle effect than anything else, but I really like it actually. Okay, so yeah, there's just the shadow, and if you play around with that, you'll notice that there's some nice effects that you can get there. I mean, I'm just using the black shadow at the moment, but hey, we could use whatever color we like, and I haven't played with all these colors. I've played with a lot of them. See, I've just got main text color for header. It should be main text effect color. We might change that. At the moment, it's because the actual font itself is white. It will always still stay white unless you go in the style color sheet and change it. But we've specifically chosen white because it fits in with the styling of the rest of the design. But okay, so black. Let's say we wanted to change that. You wanted to make it maroon. Not that that's going to fit in here, but well, let's just hit the changes, and you'll see that will change now to a maroon shadow instead of a black shadow. Let's see. Okay, so you're getting the idea here. You can create, yeah, it looks okay too. So you can create, it kind of harmonizes with the with the maroon outline on the top. So you can kind of play around with this. Well, you can play around, have a lot of fun with it, get it looking exactly the way that you want it to get it looking. Now, of course, we're using Vidana font for the top, but what if we use Georgia? That's going to look different again. And let's say we change the we've got the shadow effect. Let's change that to, I don't know, let's change it to blue. See what that looks like. And let's have outline and shadow again. Okay, and we'll have a look at what that looks like. Let's change the outline for the top too. Let's make that red this time. Okay, so you can see that this is all just point and click and have a bit of fun and change the the appearance of the header there very, very quickly. You don't have to spend ages in Photoshop or GIMP or Paint.net doing your own graphic banners. Of course, if you want to add an image, you can. Now that looks off. It looks incongruent. It just looks, wrong for or certainly the top does anyway. But hey, for some particular color themes and so forth, it might look good. But you can see the effect there. And again, if I blow that up, you can just see the crispness of the of what we've got there. See how nice and crisp that is. Okay, so we've got a blue outline, we've got a blue shadow, we've got the red outline up the top. So I think you get the general idea with that, and it's just up to you as the site owner and creator, if you like, to be as creative as you can, and you can play around with your font. You can play around with the effect. You can play around with the effect colors. Play around with the text. For the subtitle text, we've just got either none or we've got italic. At the moment, we've got italic on. We've got Arial for the text, but you could change that. You know, we could have what could we have? We could have comic MS, and we could have it just in with none, and just see what that looks like. We'll just go and save that, and I think you'll see that looks pretty darn good. Okay, so we've saved again. Again, I wouldn't be using this blue and the red outline at the top, but yeah, look, we've just changed that at the bottom there. Trust us to get hordes of internet customers. It's you know, it's in the Comic MS, and that looks good too. So that's just about wraps it up, folks, on what you can do, you know, with the font there. I actually haven't lined up a graphic header, but if you had a header that you made, and we'll cover that in a separate video, but you can either make a header on a solid background or on a clear background. If you make a clear background, of course, it shows the colors of the actual skin that you're using. So therefore, if you used a clear graphic background header, it wouldn't matter whether you changed the skins from any one of the 15 different skins available, and it would suit all of them, but that's up to you to do. And basically, to change that, what you do is, if you want to use an image instead of text header, well, you just check that box there. As long as the image is no more than 70 pixels high by 660 wide, all of it will show in the header there, and then you just click the browse button here, and you just upload from whatever destination on your desktop or your graphic file or wherever you've just, you know, saved your header that you've made, and you can have images in there or whatever you want to have. There's quite a lot that you can do with that, but you know, for the most part, I just like to keep it simple, get a site going, and now that we've included that feature, it allows you to have a lot of scope to create a very distinctive looking presentation there for your header in minutes, and it's done. If you want to spend a couple of hours creating a graphic header later, well, then you can do so. But especially when deploying these sites for clients or doing a demo site, you can have something up and running that looks good instantly without having to take a lot of time with the graphic headers and so forth. Okay, so this has been Russell Hall for WP Local Biz. Thanks for watching this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye now.